And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. Allie, it's all yours.
There are some super young teams around the league, but All-Star Draymond Green said, quote, if you don't have vets around you, you're not really learning what you need to learn. I had guys who taught me how to be a pro, so I worry about that because cultures and things get lost. And eventually, if those go, our league will get lost too. Brian?
Yeah, that's real talk. Thanks, Allie. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Thursday, they'll take on Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, they'll defend the home court against the San Antonio Spurs. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Up front, it's Tucker at the 4, next to Embiid in the middle. Tyrese Maxey is out there with James Harden. And it's Harris in a small forward. And for Boston, Tatum and Horford at the forward slots. Malcolm Brogdon out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Williams in at the 5. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Now here's Horford. There's Tatum with the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
When Tatum is set up now, he's automatic. He wastes no time pulling the trigger.
Here's Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer, Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Brown passes to Tatum. Down low. Ooh, stolen by Harden. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball. And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
Now here's Harden. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Harden's level of creativity offensively is really special. His handles, his ability to get out and get buckets is really second to none.
And he drops the first. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
Outside Brogdon. Outside Tatum. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Sixers. Up top, Embiid. Williams defending. Embiid, good.
Embiid has such balance and agility for a big man. He's able to work through contact and still finish with touch.
The kick to Tatum. Can they get it? No luck on that one. The 76ers go the other way with it. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. And yep, it's good. Embiid's got 6.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Boston calls timeout. Got a line change here for Boston. All right, now that we have a break, let's take a look at which teams capitalized from the line last season. The 76ers, number 1. Boston in second.
You know, you really didn't want to send either team to the line if you had any ideas about winning.
The Celtics have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Here's White. Kicks it out to Smart. Three-pointer. The rebound by Melton. The 76ers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Harrell, nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
White with it. To the inside. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist by White.
Very capable as a point guard is Derek White, showing off his playmaking skills there.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment.
And please give a big round of applause for your Celtics youth team.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Getting downhill has really been impressive to me. Not settling from the outside. They're going right to the rack.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Tobias Harris out there with McDaniels. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Maxey. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise, it's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Well, Grant, everyone is excited for this season opening contest. That includes the fans, but even more so the players.
Well, there's nothing like a season opening contest. Yeah, both teams would love to kick things off with a big win. So expect to see them giving their all on the floor here tonight.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Tucker comes in for McDaniels. Here's Harden. It's not going to go for him. And Boston going the other way now. From outside the arc. Joel Embiid with the board. The Sixers leading. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Jason Tatum added muscle to his frame and layers to his game, but still not satisfied. He said, quote, "I just got to be better. I have to elevate my level from being one of the top 10 to 15 players to a top 5 player. I got to make everybody else around me better. Brian, still work to do."
I have plenty of runway to do it, Allie. Thanks.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league. Throughout years of play, one thing that has stayed consistent in the game of James Harden is remarkable ability to facilitate.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Off target from three-point range. Williams against Embiid. Uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 8 points. You got to admit that Harden just has a gift for finding assists, Clark.
Yeah, he really does, B.A., and it's so amazing to watch. I mean, he's a guy that specializes in torching people one-on-one. But he's also almost as good setting other people up. Maybe it all comes back to how good he is at reading defenders. And I think there's something to be said for that.
That one goes in.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Smart outside to the paint. Here's Horford, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, the soft touch Horford has. So skilled inside.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And then Harden with the jam.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
Horford outside to the middle. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Here's Embiid. And here's another one for the Sixers.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. And Kenny, were there any specific teams you looked forward to playing?
I mean, any team Shaq was on, because you had to be hyped for that, especially when you got Akeem, when they go on head-to-head. I always look forward to that.
Yeah, you're lucky you had him, Kenny, because you were terrified to come down into the paint.
Not true. I wasn't terrified, just a little bit shaky.
And circling back to the game at hand, guys, the deficit is looming large right now for the Celtics.
They couldn't get anything from beyond the arc. Obviously, plenty of bad shots, but they couldn't even hit wide open ones. They need to regroup, I'm telling you, regroup with some kind of rhythm and get on pace.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nice game. What a performance by James Harden.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Horford and Williams together in the front court. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. And it's Brogdon in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. That was another look at our mobile one drive of the game just a moment ago.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
You know, they say you can't run away from the DNA, and Al Horford's dad, Tito, played a little while in the NBA as well. You can see evidence of that in Al's game.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable. And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Boston with the ball, following the score by Philadelphia. Horford for three. And Tucker pulls it down. You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has.
Inside, here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
And the 76ers call time here. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams is checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Horford. And it's White in for Jason Tatum. A nice shot by Milton.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Outside Gallinari. Williams from long range. Nails it from three. Williams has gotten his second bucket on the night.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Milton. Again, the Sixers score.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Right side, Brogdon. Gallinari for three. And it's Harrell with a rebound.
and you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often. And part of the Murray trade over the summer, Gallinari was bought out from the Spurs. So quickly there, he landed with the Celtics. He can still offer great shooting at the forward spot and was a nice signing by Boston.
Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Hey, guys, if you let Brown get close to the basket, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
Harrell, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Brogdon with the ball. And here's Brown for three. No good there.
And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Count that one.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Brown. Outside Gallinari. Takes the three. McDaniels with the rebound. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the 76ers lead by 20.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Sixers ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid are playing up front. James Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's House in at the 3. Embiid with it, picked up by Tatum. And the bucket is good. Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect 5 on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end. It's just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Left side White. Launches a 3. He's off on that one. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's House. Here's Embiid. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket.
There's not much anybody can do to stop him.
Outside Tatum. Pass to White. The 3 ball. Offensive board. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Horford being opportunistic there and getting busy pounding that glass.
Embiid can't hit.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Williams is checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for White. Tucker's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside Tatum. That 3's off the mark.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the 76ers.
And of course, they really dominated in the paint tonight.
They obviously came in looking to impose their will, attack the heart and soul of that defense, and it led to a lot of good looks.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early, and you're going to be seeing them that often.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Joel Embiid.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Now here's Smart. Here's Williams. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
A big group substitution here for Boston. Williams is checked in for Horford. Hauser comes in for Tatum. White, he's checked in for Brown. And Pritchard is subbed in for Smart. He gets it in there.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Great anticipation off the missed shot.
Oh, his timing was impeccable.
And if you're a defensive team, it just kills you to give up baskets like that.
Here's Pritchard. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Guys, thanks so much. PJ, congrats on the win. What do you think was the biggest factor for you guys tonight?
Defense is pretty good this whole game. Everybody stuck to our principles. And more than anything, we just played hard. We played hard as crap tonight.
Keeping it simple. Thanks, PJ.
All right, Allie, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
Been sent to no return, but still was ball back. Threw some slangs in me, Woody, I called that. Before they kick, for their family,